Hey guys, it's your girl Kiki. Welcome to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about these bad boys.
Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you'll never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you and I need you and I'm down for you all.
I got my teeth done last year in June, and I remember before I went, I literally binge watched so many videos. If you guys see me stroking something, it's literally Nugget. He is misbehaving today. You want to be on YouTube? Yeah, this video isn't to influence anyone. I didn't do mine with the collaboration. It's not to promote any kind of companies. But what I will do is make sure that I give you guys as much info as possible and obviously tell you my experience and how it went. So I got my teeth done last year. I got them done in Istanbul in Turkey. Because it was outside the country, I did have to do a lot of virtual checkups basically. So I would send a lot of pictures of my teeth, we'll do videos, we'll do video chats, stuff like that. And then once I actually got to Turkey, they would do more checkups. So yeah, we done everything that we needed to do when we did get to Turkey as well. X-rays, pictures, checkups, everything. I think I had my trip booked for 7 days. I arrived on a Friday, and when I arrived, they basically told me that I would have to do my checkups, my X-rays on that day. So I was like, yeah, cool, fine. I went in for my checkup, and then I remember sitting in the waiting room and they said to me, oh, well, you can come and you can start in 10 minutes. And I was like, start what? And they literally started then and there. I did go through the process of picking which shade I wanted. We will get into that a bit later on as well, but they started straight away. I do have crowns done. I have 24 crowns. They had to prep the teeth and they do shave them. It's really not that bad. I made sure that I bought headphones. That's a massive tip that I would give to you guys. I made sure to have headphones in. I listened to music so I couldn't hear what they were doing, but I was there for a good while. When you do this, make sure you eat beforehand because you won't be able to eat properly afterwards. So the clinic that I went to, they done temporary teeth. So I had a temporary set of teeth in. I got my teeth done on a Friday, had my temporary teeth in. They told me it would take like 3 days. So when it got to Monday, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna be getting my teeth done. Let me know when I can come back. They said, oh, we're closed over the weekend, so you're gonna have to come back on Wednesday. Yeah. So I already had temporary teeth in all those days and I had to wait until Wednesday. I went back, they done my fitting, and I didn't like my teeth. I didn't really like them. And my dentist, he was such a perfectionist. I was so grateful to have this dentist. He was basically just like, nah, like, sis, come back tomorrow. But the day that I went back was pretty much my last day in Turkey. So they remodeled my teeth again back to temporary teeth, which drove me insane. But fitting process wasn't too bad. The cement that they use is really, really cold. So I actually asked them to numb me on that day of the fitting as well. So I got numbing again, I got my teeth fitted, and it takes you a long time to get used to your teeth. That day they were like, yeah, for the first, I think it was 2 to 4 hours, they were like, just don't eat anything hard, just let the cement fix in place and you'll be fine. It came to me going to the airport that evening and I tried to eat Subway and I couldn't. It felt so difficult getting used to my teeth. I think it was only the next day I started having food that was normal again. When you have your temporary teeth in, you literally can't eat. I was eating noodles, soups, scrambled eggs, and even boiled eggs. Those meals aren't great and it does get really boring, so just try and make different variations, buy different flavors. But while you have those temporary teeth, you won't be able to eat properly whatsoever. There was one night where I literally got lit and I caved in and I had a chicken wing. My temp teeth definitely did fall out. But yeah, don't be like me. Don't be like me at all. So that was my experience, and now I'm gonna answer your questions and hopefully everything is answered. Okay, so the first question is, what did you get done? I basically have 24 zirconium crowns, but my dentist, he loved the health of my natural teeth. So he wanted to make them look a bit more natural. So he basically put Emax on them. I don't know how it works, but the zirconium crowns, but he's done Emax. And that's what makes them not look like so dense. You know, some people have the really white, dense teeth. Emax does definitely look a lot more natural. What shade did you get? So I got my teeth in BL1. I will insert the color selection that you can see. Before I went in, I did initially think that I wanted B2. It just didn't feel too bright, because when you try to research, you see so many different variations of people's teeth, but I think that also depends which material they get. So I ended up going for BL1 because there wasn't really much of a difference, and I decided that I would rather have my teeth looking lighter and whiter than to be dull and I regret it. How much did you pay for your teeth? So my teeth were definitely more on the expensive end than some that I have seen in Turkey. I know that some clinics offer the same thing for around like £4,000, but because I practically done my whole mouth and where I went, the quality and stuff like that, I ended up paying around £7,000. I paid 3.5 grand in a deposit, I think, and then I paid the rest when I got there. I would definitely recommend that wherever you go to, you go somewhere and you pay a little bit extra, because I've seen some horror stories when people have gone to places that are really cheap. I would recommend that if you're going, do not go and try to save loads of money. I don't believe that the places for 3 or 4 grand are actually offering quality. And be careful with a lot of companies that try to collaborate. I was approached by a few companies in Turkey that wanted to collaborate with teeth, where you pay a partial amount, but those companies genuinely aren't any good, and there's some horror stories if you look into them. So don't go down that route, because I was also very tempted at one point, but invest your money and you will have a very good result. How painful was it? I love this question because I was so worried about pain. I have such a sensitive teeth where even if you bang metal against each other, like I literally can't deal with it. So it's not a painful experience, but it's more uncomfortable. There are a few moments of discomfort when you're shaving your teeth down, and even when you get your teeth fitted, because of how cold the actual teeth are. But in terms of actual pain, I didn't feel pain. I didn't ever feel like, oh my God, that was so painful. Even when I left afterwards, I was just like really numb, and my lips swelled up so big because of the amount of numbing injections that they used. In order to help with pain though, I did have my medication that they gave me, although I felt like I didn't really have to use it because I wasn't actually in pain. Like, it's only when I was there, I was just like, numbing, please. Anything that I could feel, any scrape of the tooth, I was like, nummy, nummy, nummy. I couldn't deal with any kind of, I didn't want to feel anything basically. Some people have to get gum contouring. I didn't have to get that. So maybe that's why they would feel some pain, but my experience wasn't painful at all. What is your maintenance like, and how do you look after your teeth? Oh my God, guys, maintenance, yeah. I used to look after my teeth before, but since I've had my teeth done, they require a lot of like TLC. For me anyway, it's been such an investment. I want to make sure that I really look after my teeth. So I make sure that I'm flossing. One thing that you really, really need is a water flosser. Guys, a water flosser will change your life. Once you get your teeth done, you can feel whenever there's a piece of like food stuck in your teeth. You can just feel it, and it's really uncomfortable. Again, it's not painful or anything like that. It's just like when you get an awkward bit of food stuck in your teeth. But naturally, you just feel it a lot more than your natural teeth. Flossing is a big thing. When I first got my teeth done, I was actually quite worried to use a string floss because I just felt like my teeth were gonna just pull back out. Also, it was really hard to get the string floss in and out easily because I still had a buildup of some cement around my teeth. For me, I felt quite uncomfortable, and I did opt for a water flosser. I feel like a water flosser will save your life. Everyone should get a water flosser, even if you don't have your teeth done. A water flosser is so essential. You would be surprised how often you go in with a string floss and then you use your water flosser and there's still food that comes out. It is quite uncomfortable at first. I wouldn't say painful, but it's very uncomfortable in your gums because they can be quite tender. I bought mine on Amazon. It had like 3 different settings. It had a normal mode, which is like the most harsh, soft mode, and then a pulse mode that flickers between the two. I've actually learned to love the pulse mode. I didn't know what it was for, but it's probably the best to kind of move up from the soft level. And it's really good at getting like food out of your teeth. So I do definitely recommend that. Because the teeth don't stain, then it's great. You don't have to worry about drinking coffee, red wine, any kind of tomato-based sauces or anything like that. I literally have all those things and I have nothing to worry about. Thank God. What are your top tips for after you get your teeth done? A must on the top of your list is a water flosser. You're gonna need a water flosser. It doesn't have to be expensive. I got mine from Amazon, probably like £30. If I can find the link, I will put it down below. Second of all, I would definitely say to bring a face mask. You're gonna want a face mask. Because after I left the clinic, each time they done work, the numbing made my lips swell up, but I also couldn't close my mouth. So I was dribbling a lot and I looked crazy. So a face mask is gonna be essential. Bring like 2 or 3 just in case. But the dental clinic should have masks, but just have your own anyway as a backup. I would also strongly recommend that you bring some kind of moisturizing lip balm or Vaseline or anything like that, because you're gonna have your mouth open for hours. Like when they first file down your teeth and they do the prep work, your mouth is going to be completely open and your lips will be very dry. So I made sure that I would apply a lot beforehand and a lot afterwards. Also, one of the best things I think I actually bought, you cannot forget it. Literally have headphones and have AirPods and make sure they're charged. That is the best thing that I could actually say to you. Because while they're filing down or doing any kind of prep work, you can listen to your music. You can have your music in, you can't hear it, because I think that sound of like scraping against the teeth is so horrible. If you have your headphones in, it's the best thing that I could actually ever recommend for you to bring along with you when you go to the dentist. So headphones, music, mask, lip balm, and your water flosser for when you're finished. That will work so well for you. Another top tip that I forgot about, you want to eat. Make sure you eat before you walk into that dentist, because luckily that day I went in, I just happened to eat because I got off the plane, I got into the Airbnb and there happened to be a food place around the corner and I had some time to kill. But sometimes they do ask you to come into the dentist like straight off of the plane or as soon as you get to the country, or even if you're in the UK, you might not think about it. Make sure you eat. If you take away anything in this video, just make sure you eat beforehand. Because for me, my whole trip was basically spent in temporary veneers, and that's why I lost my mind and decided to eat chicken wings, which again, I don't recommend. If I didn't eat, that means my whole trip in Turkey, I wouldn't have actually been able to eat anything, not anything of substance anyway. One morning I woke up really early and I went to go and get a Turkish breakfast somewhere because I was so sick and tired of having regular food. And I think even that I had like a shakshuka. So that's like soft tomatoes, it's eggs, it's like just baked and it's really, really soft. But apart from that, whenever you have your temporary teeth and you know, even when you get your teeth fit, you can't eat proper food straight away. So it's best to eat as much as you can, enjoy like different flavors and everything before you go and actually get your teeth done or any kind of work on your teeth. Have you had any issues at all? Thank God I've literally not had any issues and I'm coming up to 1 year of having my teeth done. But I think a lot of that is due to where I went. I went somewhere that was really professional. The only reason I haven't actually told you guys what clinic I went to is because I loved the dentist that I had and he's not at the clinic anymore, and I don't want to advise people to the clinic where I wasn't too impressed by the rest of their service, but when it came to the dentist, I loved my dentist. So I wouldn't say to go there only for that reason. But yeah, having a good dentist definitely changed my whole experience, changed my whole perspective. So that's why it's so important that you actually do pick a really reputable place. Don't pick somewhere that's just cheap. Don't do it if it's just easy money and you just think, oh, I don't care, I want to go get it. Again, this is such an invasive experience. It is a big thing. You do want to make sure you do your research, put thought into it, make sure you know exactly what you're getting done, and make sure you research the place that you're going to as well. So guys, I think that's it for this video. I feel like I've answered all of the questions, but if there's anything that you think that you need a bit more help with, feel free to drop it down below and I will do my best to help out. If you did like this video, definitely feel free to give me a like and subscribe so I can see you in future videos that I put out. And until then, I will see you next time.